Hi friends. So today, what we are going to see is we are going to discuss about Nikola Tesla, the theory of matter, and what and all he claimed compared to what is told in science and what about is mentioned in this book. So first we will go through where he was mentioned. So near the end of the book, he is mentioned like a few of the officers of the Domain Expeditionary Force have taken upon themselves to provide technology to Earth during the last decade. This very dangerous undertaking only enabled Uzbek and accomplish the mission and to the base successfully. And one of them who did this along with continuing to attend the official duties was known as Nikola Tesla on Earth. So this is a clear indication that he was something special and something he did uh, on Earth. But we will see what and all he said if he has leaked some valuable information to us Earth people. So what Tesla said about matter is very early similar to what the Eastern traditions say. So, according to the Eastern traditions, the physical universe is a play of five elements: earth, fire, water, air, and space. So space here refers to ether or Akash. This is the fundamental element that holds creation and is basically the canvas of the physical universe over which on top of it the matter is formed. So though I have some issues like to say what is earth, fire, water and air, like technically, scientifically we see is water is H2O, fire, earth, air are basically made of compounds which are which are then made of simpler atoms. So we can't say a comb or a spoon or a watch is made of five elements. So we clearly know that it is not made of water. So it means something else. Like it could be qualities of a substance. I'm not sure exactly why that is used, but nevertheless, gross matter is created from ether and it can revert back to ether itself. It's a reversible process. That's what Tesla has claimed. So what Tesla says is the primary substance thrown into infinitesimal bursts of prodigious velocity becomes gross matter. Once the force subsides, the motion ceases and matter disappears, reverting back to a primary substance. So, according to an adaptive theory, every ponderable atom is differentiated from a tenuous, fragile, vague fluid filling all space merely by spinning motion. So, as a whirl of water in a calm lake. So, calm lake is ether, the canvas of creation. And once we set into movement, this fluid ether becomes gross matter. If the movement is halted, it reverts back to the normal state. It appears that if man can possibly harness energy of the medium of suitable agencies for starting and stopping ether worlds to cause matter to form and disappear, at his command, without effort on his part, he could uh, vanish old worlds, bring new worlds into effect, alter the size of the planet, control its seasons, adjust the distance from the sun, and make it guide it on its eternal journey along any path he may choose. It can make planets collide, produce sun stars. Basically, a man can become God if he knows these techniques. This is what man's greatest deed, which is giving the mastery of physical creation. So, basically, saying consciousness or bees are first, then they give rise to these forces, uh, which, which is what matter is, and it is a reversible process where if you see uh, in the elementary book, it's given that physical universe is formed from the convergence and amalgamation of many individual universes. Each one was created by an ISB or group of ISBs. So once these illusory universes are commingled and coalesced, they are solidified to form a mutually created universe. But for a long time, there was very only illusory universes. After the formation of ether and spinning it to particular illusions, how this was done, how the exact know how it started and how it ended, I'm not sure, but something like that happened such that the illusions are solidified to become matter. So these stories are similar to Eastern stories. Like there's a saint named Vallalara Ramalinga Adigal Swamigal. He was a great saint, but at the end of his life, he locked himself inside a house, inside the room, and when someone opened it, he was not there. He disappeared. There's another saint named Sadhguru Sri Brahma who also disappeared in a hill. So these are stories we don't know. These are not documented through media or anything, but these are stories which have been through the ages, and we all know the famous story of Jesus who disappeared. So this all seem to indicate that matter is more than atoms, and matter, if consciousness is present to matter, then it can matter can be manipulated. So that is what it indicates. Alien interview not just with the, it also indicates to the ether theory. Like, what it doesn't say that matter is made up of atoms or subatomic particles. Doesn't say those are fundamental. What it says is matter does not deteriorate. It cannot be destroyed. It may be altered in form, but it is never totally destroyed. So when the domain has conducted a survey for these 20 years, what they see is all the fluctuations which happen on the earth, like ice caps come and go, oceans disappear and appear, rivers, valleys, canyons change. In all cases, the matter is the same. It's always the same sun. Every form of substance is made of the same basic material, which never deteriorates. This is basically Akash, and from how Akash the matter forms, which may indicate the five elements, but I'm not sure how to exactly technically say how that works actually. So something like that is what is hinted. So Tesla put out this also put out his dynamic theory of gravity, which says that uh, it explains the motion of heavenly bodies under situations so satisfactorily that it put an end to idle speculations and false conceptions of curved space. So he says that relativists say space has a tendency to curvature owing to inherent property of presence of celestial bodies. So he says that granting a semblance of reality to this fantastic idea is still very self-contradictory, and he uses the every action as an equivalent reaction, and he says that curved spaces must also react on bodies and produce opposite effects, like straighten out the curves. Something like that doesn't happen. So what they say is only the existence of a field of force can account for them, and its assumptions dispenses with space curvature. So all literature on space curvature is futile and leads to oblivion. So this field of force is what it basically says Akash. So this causes the ether worlds, which in terms cause gravity. So this is what Tesla claims. So from all this data, what you can infer is if Higgs created the physical universe and it's basically illusion solidified, then there is a way to break the illusion too. This is what Nikola Tesla and the sages from Indian spiritual traditions have said. So, will the truth regarding this matter will be known to us someday to the public? Uh, things like that be known, like things like anti-gravity research, and there are various things in the conspiracy circles, like there was a Philadelphia experiment where uh, the ship got teleported or something like that. So, what and all the U.S. military is using or other countries military is using, and will those things be known to us? It's a different thing, but this basically I'm trying to come at the angle that the matter is not just atoms. Something more subtle is there, uh, and it's basically simple. Like the creation should be, though it appears complex, there should be a simple format for it. It's not the how vast it is. It will be difficult to create from for its this. So that is what I want to conclude. Let's hope something like that comes in a future research. Thank you for listening to this video. If you liked it, please like and share, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.